if it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up. Light the candles up for Pulse launch. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that.
Hello, welcome to Hex Token channel. Your host Superman in the house, and what a day it is. A big, big day. We're going to get into all the news, and of course Richard Hart has tweeted out some of the magical tweets that we like to see. So get excited. Pulsechain is very, 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 very close. So let's get into it. Let's say hello to a few people in the house. Don't forget to subscribe on the way in. Smash that like button. What else there? Hex down under. Is today the day? Hey, who knows? Could be. It's definitely getting very close there. Some of Daryl's in the house there. Can't wait. Me too. I hope you catch the launch on the live stream. Me too. I'm hoping for that too. It's going to be pretty intense, of course. Pretty intense. We got Christian Collin in the house there. Are we there yet? Very soon. And better as well. I don't know. I don't want anyone else taking credit. I was the first one that called that the Pulsechain launch would be tonight, May the 10th, during Superman's stream. I hope I'm right. Me too, Humberto. Very, very good prediction there. Good evening, family. Cheers from sunny Miami. And Vance says, good. Looks like we are minutes away. I'm so excited. Just can't fight it. I am about to lose control, and I think I like it, says Vance. Nice one. Sounds like a good old classic movie song there. Vance says, I need to call in sick tomorrow. Yeah, you're not the only one. I think quite a few Hexkins have put out that call that they need to call in sick for a month. For a month. We've got Charles in the house as well. Curious as to why Hex is dumping the last hour. I thought Hex would pump prior to launch for the copies. Anyone understand this? Well, there was a big seller out there. So we're going to look at that on the Whalebot. So we'll talk about that then. Good to see you, Charles. Juan says, good evening, all. Woohoo! What a great news today's. Yeah, just days. Yeah. We'll get into that. Rodriguez Patrick, morning all. Good to see you. Darren G. Pulsechain did today. Yeah. And yeah, get excited, man. It is exciting. These tweets coming out from Richard. We're going to look at them in a second. It's going to be pretty awesome. Who else has jumped in here? We've got 365 more days to go, says Brennan. Not sure about that one. Love it. Wookiees likes the 365. Who else is in there? We got, let's jump through some of these. Tom Boss as well. Less than 7 days. It's getting real. 100%. It is getting real. Very real indeed. Empty Corner. Woo! Good to see Empty Corner. And of course, John Gonzalez in the house. Blair SM as well. Hi all. KD is also in here. One or two community leaders. Let's go. 100% KD. And Tim Top. What's up? Good to see you, Tim Top. Peso Dude as well. Hey, it's been a while. Missed you. So excited. I don't think I'm going to be finding much sleep in the coming weeks. I think so too, Peso Dude. I think you're going to be having a hard time sleeping with the Pulsechain launch. Bring home the bacon, says Mr. D, 100%. And Robert Online says keyword days. Yes, indeed, Robert. We're going to look at that. A big shout out to Robert there. What else there? KD in there with the cool emojis. Nice, looking good on the channel. Yeah, if you become a Hex Token channel member, Pulsechain, Hexkin, or Richard Hart member, you get access to those emojis in the chat. So definitely smash that join button. Daniel in the house there. Woo! Hello, Superman. All future Pulsechain OGs. I'm happy and proud to be part of the exciting time. True. So very, very cool. That's right. You are at the beginning. of the biggest chain coming out. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely awesome. All right, very, very cool. What else there? Let's have a look here. We're going to get to that, so we're going to jump through. Let's get into some people. We've got some people in the house there. Let's get into some of the news, shall we? We've got a few more people jumping in, so maybe we'll say hello a few more times. Everyone's getting up to the updates, so we'll get straight to the updates. All right, so here we are, folks. This is Richard Hart. Just tweeted out about 20 minutes ago. Let's do a refresh. Make sure we got all the latest and greatest from Mr. Richard Hart. So cool. Look at this. 7 minutes ago. Woohoo! We're getting all these updates. Bam, bam, bam. So we'll look at this one. This is 28 minutes ago. Pulsechain and PulseX news. Everything is looking really, really good. What was once measured in years, then months, then weeks, is now measured in days. So they're all ready. The run sheet's ready. They're ready to go. It's not an estimation about something anymore. They obviously have the run sheet for launching. This is as bullish as it gets. Really, really bullish. 28 minutes, 60,000 views already. And of course, right up there, 1,265 retweets, 585 comments. It's gone up, up, up and away. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And of course, preluding that. Is it preluding? Before that, in any case, we've got these updates from Richard earlier. And I just want to get onto that because that was very, very bullish. I'm going to come back to that one there. So we got this. This is always a lead indicator. This one here, how's it going out there, everybody? And of course, we've had that before for the test nets. And of course, this is normally, how's it going? There's a question. And then afterwards, he goes, now how's it going after the thing's launched? So very bullish. So this one, I think last one we had was in March that we had like this. So that was the leading question. And of course, I'm very, very excited. So very, very cool on that. And yeah, getting up really, really exciting stuff. The other thing, of course, we want to talk about, which is the title of the video, Pulsechain Multiple Burn, the Mighty Burn Address. And of course, that was before all this other stuff came out. So we're going to get into that burn address stuff in a second. But let's go back up to the top here. So we got that 29 minutes ago. It's now measured in days. So many of you have seen it and excited. But then we got this out just 9 minutes ago. PulseX and Pulsechain.com mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. So now really an official statement that is absolutely super bullish. This is the lead-in you wanted. So, talking about the Hex chart, for example, we're going to be seeing some interesting dynamics in there. But we have got a lead time, which is pretty cool. And this is actually a longer lead time. So people talking about the short theory, with a no warning. Well, we've obviously got a warning here. We've got obviously people with a short time frame, maybe a day or two. Well, we've got longer than that. It could be within 7 days. It could be tomorrow. But at least you got a 7-day window there, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, what is it, Thursday now? Well, the weekend's coming up, Saturday, Sunday. So that's probably reasonable too. So we'll see whether it's going to be much quicker than that or whether it's going to be Saturday, Sunday. I think it's not quite here yet based on the GitLab, but definitely it's looking very, very bullish. So we're going to retweet that too. I haven't put that in Discord, so if someone wants to, I'll put it in Discord later, maybe later. But that is pretty cool. So mainnet estimated to launch publicly within less than 7 days. Let's have a look at some of the responses. We've got Heinz Crypto in there, an influencer. Damn, good. Say goodbye to this sleep this week. Lots of people are excited about that. Pulse Dodge there, Gold Key. Will Pulsechain launch this weekend? Probably. I'll put a yes on that. Yeah, since most likely less than 7 days, says Avita, big influencer, KDP as well. I'm so excited. My heart is racing, says KDP. A little heart to that one. Almighty Hexkin. Feel like we all little ass kids on Twitter. That's pretty funny. And Freddie Quates is pretty excited about that. Brazology, let's go. So lots of people just super excited. Cabana Crypto, precisely mid-May for Damemes. Yeah, for Damemes. So that's 4 days from now. Would be mid-May, I guess the 15th. So that would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, is it Tuesday? Something like that. So yeah, cool. Gold Key, pretty excited. Lots of people excited. Pulsechain there from the Pulsechain meme. Lots of cool stuff there. Not meme, but what are they? Kind of NFT pictures. What else there? Yeah, a lot of people are pretty excited about that. So very, very cool indeed. You don't get much better than that to wake up today. So fantastic. And it just came out before the live stream, which is always handy. So that's pretty cool. Very, very nice stuff happening there. And of course, we had further stuff as well from Bretep as well. So we're going to come back to Bretep. Bretep posted this 10 hours ago. So all before that, Bretep, the Pulsechain dev, posted this. Bitcoin halted. Of course, Binance halting the withdrawals of Bitcoin. Now, I think they're back on now. Ethereum fees too expensive. Obviously, Ethereum fees have been super high. We've been watching Ethereum fees here on Ultrasound Money, and look how high they've been. We've had, up in the 200 guays, up in 100 guays, and it's been very, very painful. Only just earlier today, it was up in the 200, 280, almost up to 290 or something like that. And it's only just come back down to 75. Yesterday, of course, it was down at 50. So hopefully, if you had anything transaction you want to do back then, I hope you managed to catch that time frame. It is during the time frame which has been identified as the lowest gas prices, which is around about between 7 and 9 o'clock my time in good old Kiwi land there. But you can see around 8:40 UTC. So pretty cool. Yeah, 306. Sorry, is the max on there, which is pretty crazy. 306, average 105 over the last 7 days there. But that's pretty crazy. Let's jump over to the daily and have a look at that. So yeah, daily 92 average in the last 24 hours. So we had a nice little low period here. How low did it get to? 44. It actually got to 44. If you're lucky, you get that temporarily. That would have been pretty awesome these days. All right, so that is kind of the stuff there from Bretep. And then, of course, number 3, Pulsechain mainnet launch from the Pulsechain dev. And, of course, people got excited there. Tangent, yes, please. K4K, all my crypto has been waiting for this, and they don't even know it. So you got lots of influencers out there. Max in there. Richard Hart was right. 2023. Jenkins in there as well. I like the optimism. And Hex Token Girl, pretty excited. Bob Wells as well from our community. Good to see Bob in there. It ain't easy being green. Pulsechain mainnet, 100%. So lots of cool posts about that. And that was from Bretep. So pretty neat on that. Then, of course, we got into the earlier stuff before that, which is the title of the video, multiple Pulsechain, multiple burn. We got multiple burns on the chain, incredible, and we're going to go through those quickly. So that is the news there. Before we do that, though, let me how far back do I have to go here? I think that was it. Yeah, we'll come back up here. So Richard Hart put this out 10 hours ago. So this was another teaser about how close we were getting. What burn address would you create with 40 characters after OX numbers and or letters AF? Examples without letters, and of course a burn address. So that was kind of a bullish sign as well. I was going to talk about that leading into the launch, but we already got so much alpha stuff coming from Richard and Bretep. It was not mattered. And of course, we saw Bretep there retweeting that tweet, which was pretty cool as well. So not bad there. And then, of course, we got a second one here. If Pulsechain, in Pulsechain, if you like, you can set your withdrawal address to a burn address and permanently burn them. Then any validating fees or withdrawals will be burned forever. So if you're feeling a giving person, then that would be the case. But one interpretation was from Bretep, Pulsechain dev. Validators burning all their fees. Obviously, we know that out of all the validators that are on Pulsechain, we've currently got on testnet 6,431. That 4,096 at least the teams, and of course that's what's minimally required to get the chain going. And so all the fees they're earning, if they're around about 2/3 of the fees, and if they end up burning all those validator fees, then that's huge, right? Obviously, if we get to tens of thousands, then they become a smaller portion of that. But at the moment, that'd be about not quite 2/3, so maybe 60% or so of the validator fees would be burned. That's super bullish, right? That's stuff that never even makes it onto the market, even with the delay. So even if you're like doing a partial withdrawal from a validator, so bullish on there. So bullish all around. And of course, if you think about all the fee burns now, we've got obviously the 25 less fee, less inflation on the Pulsechain. We have the EIP 1559 burn. And of course, we have more epochs if we get to the 10-second block times, slot times. We have more epochs. That means more burning during the year as well. So that's Pulsechain. And now we have this burn address. So Pulsechain, more burn. And then, of course, we get on to individuals can use the burn address for contracts and all sorts of stuff to burn. So we might see things burning on that. And then, of course, we have Pulsechain buy and burn, which is ginormous, right? So it seems like burn all around. Validators burning, Pulsechain burning, the chain burning, people burning. So pretty cool. We like it's kind of a key part of the tokenomics for Pulsechain, which makes it even bullish. So I thought we'd cover that. So that was pretty cool on that. So very, very nice. Now, Brett did make some other stuff here as well. He retweeted Richard Hart's "How's it going out there, everybody?" Obviously, pretty excited about that. Now, KDP put this out about an hour ago. Justin, Pulse Ramp is down. Now, I do have Pulse Ramp is up at the moment. Let me go Pulse Ramp. So Pulse Ramp is up. But of course, we know this message will go away when the Pulsechain mainnet bridge is down. Now, I'm not on the right chain, but I'm pretty sure that is operating at the moment. So let me just go to test. I haven't actually tested, but let's go here. Superior. So it does appear to be operational at the moment. So yeah, let's go back to that. Richard asked how we are a few hours ago for dropping V3. Pulsechain's about to launch, and of course, Redep 7 seems like a firewall rule. The RPC is up without any downtime. Yeah, so it does appear to be operational there. So it was kind of cool, and I think that was it. Was it just about? Yeah, no. Then we got Richard Hart put this out. Everything is looking really, really good. What was once measured in years, then months, and then weeks is now days. And Pretep's giving that a thumbs up. So we give that a thumbs up too. And let's see if he's got anything else before we migrate away. Yeah, so that's the latest and greatest from the Pulsechain dev. So bullish, folks, bullish on that. And you got to be excited. Got to be excited where all this is heading. Really, really is cool. Another thing here, 1 hour ago, all things of value are made out of thin air. And of course, we're getting the biggest copy, biggest airdrop of crypto history with Pulsechain, or sand or molecules or other things that we find quite abundant. The magic is in the organization. Heck, we're almost out of water, he says. Well, you can dig down to pretty deep to get water. But yeah, we'd have boreholes all over the place down about 400-600 feet. Let the Earth's water congregate there. So yeah, pretty cool. So bullish all around, folks. Bullish all around. Let's finish on that one. That is the latest and greatest. Look at that. Estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. Let's see what the Hex price has done. Let's see if the Hex price has reacted. It has reacted. Let's go to the hourly chart. Now, let's look at that. There's a big green candle for you. Let me hide the overlays. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, we had a big whale sell-off, and we were getting down, to 5.5. We even got as low as 5.483 cents. And now we've just been bumped all the way to 6.3 cents on the Hex price there. So that's a quick reversal there with the news, right? So it's time not to muck around. Now we've got this within 7 days. We've got potentially a lead up rally that maybe people were expecting. We'll see how that goes. Question mark there. All right, so cool on that. Let's get into some of the comments since I've sort of covered the cool stuff there. Let's get into RH says 7 days. He's Blobfish King, 100%. And Katie's put out the tweet there about the launch publicly in less than 7 days. And what else there? Yep, we got all that. RH just tweeted from CT. Kind of cool. What else there? We need to check the Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, Rango, we should probably do that. Good evening, Hexco from San Antonio. Hex, was it Hexus there? Nice, Uncle Well. Good to see you. Spike as well. What's up? Good to see Spike up. And Harry Williams. Yo, let's go. 100%. M Condor in the house as well. The head Viking will lead us to Valhalla. Yeah, I like that. That's cool too. Have you ever heard the Valhalla shout out in the Netherlands or whatever they do? It's pretty amazing. Going to be a great rest of the month, says Hexon from Hexco, 100%. And it's going to ramp up. Pulsechain's going to have a ramp up. It's going to just be like a balloon blowing up, people blowing air in it with all the protocols coming on over time. And we've talked about that a lot on this channel, as well as all the users coming. So the demand and supply forces are going to be pretty impressive over time. The Church of Universal Oneness, woo, measured in days, 100%. We got Brian's in the house there. I'll be listening, boss. I'm busy stamping seed phrases of a bunch of wallets into washes. Nice one there, Brian. Yeah, a lot of people doing their security for their Pulsechain wallets, setting up new wallets and stuff like that. There is Hex at 6.4. Let's go to the 5-minute chart on Hex. Let's do it. That's a 5-minute chart there, folks. It's a bit more exciting. Christian says, are we there yet? Almost, man. Almost. Within 7 days. The weekend kind of feels a good time. Mid-May would be pretty funny. So mid-May would be, let me see here, that would be Monday if you're taking the 15th. There is 31 days in the month, so maybe the 16th is mid-May. I don't know. You decide. I think 16th, probably mid-May there, so that'd be Tuesday. So yeah, we've got a good day, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday or Tuesday. But maybe it's even, it could be even earlier than that. So it's within 7 days. So we'll see. I just think, when the gas is high, is maybe they don't care. They don't care. So it's just going to happen when the gas is high. Maybe it won't be the weekend because gas will be lower, right? Arguably. So assuming the meme coins have died down, so it could be a weekday. Mid-May does sound good for memes. We'll see. All right, else there we've got Christian says, oh, where are we going through here? We've got a couple there. Mid-May says Brennan, 100%. Dave says the latest tweet 5 minutes ago was super encouraging, 100%. Super bullish. Smash the likes. Yeah, let's go. Definitely smash the likes. Come on and pump the bags. Ready to hit the what? I don't know what that is, Christian. Good to see you in the house, though. We've got Matt and Barley as well. Hello, all. Good to see you, Matt and Barley. Daniel as well says Eagle is landing less than 7 days, 100%. Get your dry powder and copies ready. Yeah. Make sure that you've got your stuff on the ETH chain if you want to get it copied. There will be some people that have been following Pulsechain for ages and ages and ages, and they will not have all their assets copied over to Pulsechain, to Ethereum, sorry, for the Pulsechain copy. And then they'll go, oh, but I was going to put them on the ETH chain. So yeah, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? There will be some. You think there won't be, but there will be. I'm sure some of you know there will be. Ethereum and Bitcoin BRC fees are getting there also. Yeah, they're pretty horrendous. We did look at the Ethereum ones there, and Bitcoin as well. I haven't pulled that up, but that's definitely big. We mostly spend our time on the EVM chain, so we're mostly focused on that. Who else is in here? Juan as well. Good to see Juan. Hex and Choice in the house. Good to see you, Hex and Choice. Peso Do says we need some air horn. Yeah, fortunately I don't have air horn on here. We do have music, but that's about it. Humberto says rumor going around here in Miami that Pretep is not a real person. That's Richard. That's funny, Humberto. You are spreading the rumors there. Hardy Hexalorian says finally so happy that he decided to announce for us all. The whole community always on his side since Hex launch through the good and dark times. Yeah, I think the 7-day launch is the best launch period you guys could ask for. I think this is like the perfect thing. This is the one that I preferred within 7 days. I think that's fantastic. I'm very excited about that. I think he's played it fantastically. It is very, very cool. Matt and Barley says I put 10K in Hex, more dry powder yesterday. Actually, my year-end lemon costs need a Hex triple at launch, or I'll be eating my dogs. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible, Matt. Matt, that's terrible as a dog owner. My goodness, I can't believe you said it, Matt. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I really am. I didn't even read the rest of it until I got to it. What else there? We got some other comments in there. What else? We'll jump through those. Pulsepot says Pulsechain IOU got rugged. Yeah, so the Pulsechain IOU got rugged. I was going to talk about that actually. That's from Pulsepot. Good to see a Pulsepot in the house. Yeah, it got rugged. So you got 2 days after Pulsechain launches. Within 2 days to be able to claim your tokens. I think your Pulsex as well, right? To claim those after Pulsechain launches. So you'll be able to redeem those. I think it got a big pump in it. I think it did. Let's pull that up. Actually, let me pull that price up. We're gonna just jump away from Hex for a second, and let's go to PLS IOU. I guess it's all pulled down now. Let's have a look. Oh, got up to zero. Look at that. That's the Pulse. That's the PLS IOU, and I know some of you picked some of those up. So it's got up to 002486. So what's that? A 25.8x. Hopefully my math's right this time. 25.8x on the sacrifice. So it'd be pretty interesting there. Very cool. I wonder what the total amount was that exited the pool. It doesn't show because it's gone now. I'm not sure what the amount was, but definitely that is pretty cool. And I think there was a PLSX one, right? PLS, was it? The PLSX XIOU. I thought there was one. Someone said something. Yeah, PLXIOU. Yeah. So we could look at that. That was put up afterwards. Oh man, they got pumped big time. Man, they got pumped big time there. 00057. Okay. Cool. Well, it appears to be case there. Pretty sure that was the one. Anyway, Hex here, 6.5 cents on Hex. Off to the races. Here. Brennan says, I'll take you up on that one day, Max. Bruce is in the house. Hope you guys don't mind, but I called Richard last night and talked to him about launching Pulsechain. Nice one, Bruce. We've got somebody with the inside. We got Chupa as well. Why the massive dip? That question's gone now, isn't it? That's old school now. We've got a rally on. What else there? Heidi Exploring says, now we need all the horns you have, Superman. Oh, I don't know what the horns are. We'll leave it there. Bob Wells in house there. We saw one of your comments, Bob, on the Twitter space. Exciting times, 100%, Bob. We read out your excitement there. Greg's in house there. Is this a 48-hour stream, lol? I don't know about that, but we'll be definitely having fun there. Brazzi says, do you think the snapshot already happened, or is it about to happen in 9 minutes from now? I would say it's going to be in front of us, Chris, is my guess on that, within the next 7 days. So people, we will see. We'll see whether that's because it's just taking that fork off. So we'll see. Fast Abdul says, remember everybody, shooting guns in the air is very dangerous. Hex at 6.6 cents now. Man, it's moving up nicely. Dundee says, keep your seed phrases secret, 100%. Look after your security there, folks. Don't do crypto on your mobile phone. Don't put your, so if you're out there, don't have your, if you got Pulse or anything else like that, don't put it on mobile phone. That's just risking way too much. Remember that. So look after yourself. Best is always to have an isolated computer that's like the ultimate, with obviously hard wallet and things like that. What else there? James Corey in house, good to see you. Brazzi says, I prefer 7-day launch warning so we can build the hype. Yep, that's perfect. We got it, Briz. And of course, you were talking to Richard Hart, so you know how this played. You probably gave the whole strategy in your rat bag. Ted Nelson in the house there. Hey, everybody, good to see you. What else there? Let's jump through. What else? Let's jump through that. Jay, everything's in the house there. Good to see you, Jay. I'm not too far behind the comments now, which is kind of cool. Wookie says, Wookie feels like he's back on a movie set, saving the universe one more time. Nice one there, Wookie. You must have gave a launch date, says James. Yeah, they'll have they already got they'll be working to a time frame for that. They'll have a run sheet, and they'll have the stages of the launch that we're expecting. They're expecting Pulsechain to launch with the particular fork of one of those blocks, one of the Ethereum blocks, and then of course then we're expecting the Pulsex to set up an AMM bot to run. And we're expecting to have 1 or 2 days, something in that ballpark, and then the bridge to open up. And looks like they've tightened up a lot of that. So cool. They've had 2 dress rehearsals, and they've had the V3 and the V4 for the Ethereum proof of stake. So it should be pretty good. Roger Patrick thinks, I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, maybe launch tomorrow. Well, a lot of people will be thinking about that. Now you got 7 days. It's like question you've got in your head going, which day is it? Is it day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7? So this is the psychology in there now. So yeah, Hex there at 6.6 on a rally. Nice. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. Yeah. What else there? Jonathan Compiler's in house. Hey, Jonathan. 1 day closer to Superman, 100%. Looking good. The Hex is on the rise. If you missed it, folks, this is the tweets that came out, and we had this. We've had a couple, but this first one came out here. Everything is looking really, really good. What was once measured in years and then months, then weeks, is now measured in days. And then we got the big one here. Pulsex and Pulsechain mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. So you'd only put a tweet out like this if you had a run sheet and you had a good estimation when you're going to launch, and that's pretty cool. The other sort of indication here was also from Bretep with his comment about Bitcoin halted 11 hours ago. Ethereum fees too expensive. Pulsechain mainnet launch. So bullish. There we are. Perfect time. It just amplifies Pulsechain, right? So it's very, very cool. We've got gas fees at the moment around the 80, 90 mark for Ethereum, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the GitLab. We haven't got up to this point there, but we're going to keep running our run sheet here, our own run sheet. We've got May the 10th there for Brett, so logging in for work. Let me just refresh this because it might be slightly ahead now that we've passed UTC. Oh, it's UTC now, 12 o'clock exactly. So 10th of May for Bretep, 10th of May for Gamma, 10th of May for Richard Hart. So this is the sign we wanted, right? It'd been quite a few days since Richard Hart gone in there, and he's gone in there on the 10th of May. So that was a bullish sign, and we got that in our tweets. So fortunately, we didn't see that first, but that would have been a big Blue's Clues that something was happening. Space Ghost there on the May the 10th as well, and SJB on the 10th as well. So that's worked out pretty well. Pulsechain, 3 commas there, May the 10th. Agris the May the 10th. Brett Pawson May the 10th. Heinz May the 10th. Lucas the May the 10th, and Richard Hart May the 10th. So may the force be with you, Wookie, because that's all pretty bullish. Looking at the Pulsechain, we're currently running at, it's gone faster now. So we're going back down again, 11.4 second block times. We had a big update on the 10th there. We had all those transactions going through yesterday again, and we got to 1.3 million transactions per day. That's pretty awesome. I think Ethereum's around about 11 million or 1.1 million, somewhere in that ballpark. So that's pretty cool on the network. Yeah, 67 million addresses. So that's going to take a little while to index from the looks of it with the addresses, because I think Ethereum's got 231 million on the Ethereum blockchain. So it's going to be interesting to see that. And of course, the transactions are just ticking over. There's still quite a few transactions in these blocks. So you can sort of see some of the blocks have still got hundreds. This one's got 882 in this block, the latest block that just come up there. So kind of cool. So we'll look at the validators. We've got 6,419 on testnet v4, and of course Pulsechain imminent. I think they want to run this in parallel. They want to keep so you can do EIP upgrades, things like that. And I think that is going to be the case. So we'll see. They still want the validators to keep running on the testnets as well. So stay tuned. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're doing pretty well with the validator accounts, and the chain seems to be ticking over pretty nicely there, which is pretty cool. Going to the bridge. The bridge is up and running, so it wasn't down. It's still up and running, so you can still play around with that. It's testnet v4, and that's kind of cool. Moving over to Liquid Loans. Liquid Loans had a big update too, and of course this was around Talor and becoming a Talor reporter, and there's another way of earning fees. So we talked about Liquid Loans. It looks like they're going to be giving an incentive to the liquidity pool. So people provide liquidity for liquid loans when they come up. Now, we're still not expecting liquid loans to pop up till maybe 6 to 8 weeks after Pulsechain launches. That's when all the big DeFis probably start, be launching, depending on what Oracle calls they're using for their protocols. And of course, we saw Earn protocol from Power City pop up yesterday. Both of them are forks of Liquidity and on Ethereum. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we've got incentives from liquid loans. Liquidity, this is really important. If you want to get those fees, if you're going to do liquidity at all, there's some of the better protocols to do. And then, of course, they got the Talor Oracle reporting. People can do that. So if you're being a validator, might be something naturally that you might want to do, as well as being an Oracle reporter as well for Talor. And they're going to have their own token, of course, for that. So there's all these different what I call top tier revenue opportunities. Obviously not financial advice, but it's great to see them, right? That's what it's all about. So cool. Let's go to Hex price. Hex at 7 cents. Woohoo! Up and to the right. Let's go. And of course, if you think about the big ginormous layer 1 chain, it's kind of undervalued from that point of view, right? So how do you value a layer 1? Well, at the moment, the only thing to proxy that is Hex, and you get a copy of your Hex on the chain. So at the moment, you'll get, if it's just 7 cents, say, it's 3.5 cents for Hex on Ethereum, 3.5 cents for Hex on Pulsechain. And so, yeah, and it's continued climb, 7.1. So, yeah, pretty cool. Oh, 7.2. It's just going up while we're speaking there. It won't hold back. Hold back. Hold back, Hex price. Hold back. Put it in chains. Put it in chains. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what other comments we've got in the chat. We're enjoying this day. What else? Let's see where we are here. Roderick Patrick says, I'm thinking maybe launch tomorrow is day 666. And yes, since the top of the market, was it? No, yeah, since top of the Hex market. And the PLSX and Hex symbols are all hexagonal. And I might be wrong, but we'll see. We will see as well. Donny says, Superman, we are sure you can do the horn better. Woo! There is a, hey, we keep pushing up this price. And it's fun to see the Hex price on the rise. One day close to Superman, says Jonathan, 100%. Damn, Hex is pumping too, says Briz. 100%. We can see that. Looks green, green, green. I'm thinking 15th of May, 2022. Says 14 more days. Pump it, pump it, pump it, says Katie. 100%. Would make Richard Hart is always right, says Bob Wells. Yeah, I see that mainnet is coming soon. I think is trending on, or mainnet launch is imminent. I think it is trending on Twitter. Food TV says PLS launch less than 7 days. Yep, exciting, eh, Food TV? I know you've been patiently waiting as well. And Ted Nelson says Hexo is doing a sign up for the 24-hour stream. Looks like for streamers to sign up for a block time. Certainly you should be in on that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be joining that, Ted. I like to do my own thing, but I wish everybody well on that one. Vance Malone and House, they're closing in on 7 cents, 100%, doing 7 cents, 7.267 now. So I'm behind in the chat, but we can see the live chart there. I get so mad at peeps that cry about 12-second block times for PLS. They're missing the 10-second versus $10 transaction fee. Yeah, that's true. Brian thinks it will either launch today, tomorrow, or something will come up to delay it again, says Brian. Oh, that's a bit sad, Brian. I don't know if it's going to get delayed, Brian. 7.3 cents. 7.3 cents there is on the Hex price. Way to go for Pulsechain, 100% crypto NFW. Tombos as well, crazy pump going on. Hope we see this up until launch. Yeah. Well, that 7-day window is kind of the perfect time. What a roller coaster of emotion, says Jono. Yep, that's true. This would be funny. RH live stream only showing his new LV bags. That would be funny. Yeah, well, you guys, I showed you the launch of his of the Hex chart, of the Hex one, right? The Hex one. Let's see the mood that Richard was in when he did the launch. I'm just going to play the first few seconds.
Hello, everybody. I've waited a very long time for this day. It's finally come. I'm very happy. So let's talk about what happened. We've had the contract.
So it was kind of his tone at the beginning of a 7-hour live stream. So you can sort of see if he gets out on Pulsechain. That'd be pretty cool. Who is buying one whale or many turtles like Briz? Well, no, we'll have a look at the trades. The trades there, you can see lots of pretty decent buys coming in. Some of the big bags coming in there. Look at them all. So quite decent little buys coming in. Pretty cool. 7.3 cents almost. We're down at 5.4, weren't we? We're down here at 5.484. So we're up pretty decently from there. We're up 33% so far. That's a nothing burger in crypto too. Remember back in the bull markets, you can get hundreds of percent right on the right day. We will see. Pineapple Love says, woohoo, looks like that green candle, 100%. And Charity Dunning as well, woohoo, from a pleb 1.5 years ago watching Superman's to BFS on Pulsechain. Nice one, Charity. Watch the pump, says Matt. Good evening, Superman, says Christos. The good news has finally arrived. I'm looking forward to being here with you during the launch live stream. It has been a long journey, 100%. We're going to have a good time. I'll probably doing multiple live streams. So, obviously covering a lot of different topics and things like that. So we're going to have a good time. What else there? One stream closer, says Matt, 100%. For newbies, this is what a bull run looks like in 2025. Indeed. I remember this, says Spike. You mean the 7-hour live stream? Yeah. We're up to 7.318. Just punched right through 7. Yeah, just smashed right through it there, crypto file. I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I know a lot of people talking about 25 as a bull run. Some people are talking about 24. But there's no reason why we can't have a Pulsechain bull run now because I think the timing is pretty good for it. The Fed pivot is pretty much, I think, in there, even with some of the stats coming out. But the Hex price there looking at 7.3 cents. All right, let's have a quick look at Hex is at 7.3. We'll come back to that in a second. But we got crypto at the moment, BTC at 27.6448. It's pretty flat there, and ETH there at 18.43, just down slightly. Have you noticed that the market's not pricing in all the high fee burn and the high fees? The market's not pricing that in, so that's interesting, right? That's not exactly always how it works over time. That's more valuable, but not in the short term there. So that was pretty interesting there. We also saw the stock market today. Dow ends lower as energy slips, but tech rides Google higher. So that was kind of cool. The tech stocks doing well, but energy down. We saw pretty much Dow Jones and S&P or Dow Jones pretty flat there. S&P up 0.5% and the Nasdaq up 1%. So not too bad for the Nasdaq. All the tech companies there. We've got commodities all still around the $75 range. Up a little bit there, and gold is up there as well. Pretty flat though, I guess $2,040. Not too far from the all-time high though, and silver at $25. We've got what else there? The consumer price index came out. This is what the Fed's watching, right? So that was rose 0.4% last month, in line with economist estimates. But a deep dive into the data showed a slowing in core services inflation, a key metric for the Fed. So that was pretty important there. A slight increase in core inflation with significant deceleration on core services should encourage the Fed to keep the door open for a June hike. I don't know whether they'll go there with that though. Bets on a Fed pause in June jumped at 96% from 79% a day earlier, according to Investing Monitor. That is now at 99%, expecting a no change in the rates, 99.6%. So we'll go with that. Growing bets on a Fed pause pushed Treasury yields lower, helping rate-sensitive sectors, including tech, rag up gains. So that plays in perfectly for Pulsechain launch, right? That's a pivot that we're after, and I think that's going to be the case. Tech companies did pretty well. Apple, Amazon, Alphabet all up. Microsoft all rallied, and the jump and the tech helped stem losses in the broader market and the wobble in energy. Energy fell just a little bit there, but other than that, it's not too bad. And financial continued to have troubles there for all the banks. And this is good for the crypto, right? Generally, as these bank issues, they're generally good. The other thing, of course, is we're at the debt ceiling in the United States. The Democrats want to spend more money and push the U.S. into calamity in the future. And the Republicans are trying to hold that back with some common sense fiscal budget responsibility. But of course, the president doesn't want to make any deals, doesn't want to have any meetings. I know they just had a meeting, but they hadn't had a meeting for months when they could have. So you can make up your own mind on that stuff. But there we are. That is pretty much it. It is Hex is now pumping 7.4 cents. Woo-hoo-hoo! So good climate. Like I say, Fed pivot, banking issues without being too bad. We don't want too bad, just enough to give us the edge. And cryptos can do well. Pulsechain could launch within 7 days. So everything's timed out pretty well, right? Let's go to my full chart. And let's have a look at the daily on Hex and pull up, put the overlays on. So let's do that. So here's our Fed pivot we just had. And now we've also got our blue line. That's that bear market blue line that Hex had been stuck under. We had popped below it twice. But now we've got this nice little bounce off going. And Pulsechain there. Nothing really in front of it to stop it doing really, really well. We've got our mid-May launch. That was theory number 5. So that looks pretty good at the moment. And of course, within 7 days, that's pretty neat too. We're going to have to put a new line up, right? So do we include today? 1, 2, 3, I guess one. Yeah, today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we'll put a little line here. And what's that? The 8th, or is that the 17th there? We'll make that green too. We'll increase the pixelations. So yeah, we could have this mid-May or the end of the 7 days. So let me just copy that. What is it? 7 days. 7 days. So yeah, it's looking good, folks. Woohoo! Pump it up. So that'll be pretty neat. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Let's put another one in here. We're gonna have a nice little arrow up here. Let's go. Let's put the arrow up wherever that's going. Maybe it's going to go steeper than that. Who knows? Let's put it back up here. And what do we put there? We put a little arrow. Little arrow there. Bam. Let's go. Let's see how we can do. There we are. There's some pumpermentals for you. There's some pumpermentals. All right. Very nice. That's very nice on that one. Let's see how we go. All right. Obviously, you guys know there's traders and stuff out there, right? So they can attack our chart once it's let it run. Some of them may not, though, because of the fact that we have got a launch coming. Hex is the GOAT, says DB Cooper, 100%. Liquidity, Hex 50 million. Nice one there, 14 days. And May the 15th, just as RH promised last year, so Robert Online. Yeah, well, that's a very popular time, and that's we've got that theory number 5 is in the in the link there. So let's where we're going here. We're going to the Hex Whale. Let's have a look at some of this over the last 24 hours. I'm going to have a look at liquidity too, because we're going to pop that up. So yeah, we didn't have many transactions, I don't think, but we've got lots now. I think that's the case there. So we had some Hex bought 23 hours ago. Hex burned for 13 hours ago. Look at that, pretty good. 3.3 million off the market. 10 million burn for 1,111 days. Beautiful. These are really good burns. So that supply off the market, that's really good. So significant too, 13 million. We had some penalties in here. Yeah, I guess they're over halfway, but still quite a big penalty, 27% ROI. That's pretty crazy. Real OG stake there. 7.7 million Hex sold 1 hour ago. This is the one that really hit the chart there, pushed us down to that 5.4 cent one there. It's probably a trader or something, or stake came out right before launch. Well, they didn't know that the news was coming out, right? So, but hey, they should have known that it was coming soon. Then bought 1 hour ago. Did they buy it back? Did they buy it back? Did they buy it back? I think they did. They buy it back. How to lose 2,000 immediately? Yeah, I think they sold it and then they bought it back. So I think they might have done that. Anyway, so mid-May, lol says Hex alerts. What else there? 30 minutes ago, 3.6 million bought for 228,000. 6.5 million bought for 474,000 40 minutes ago. And we'll give that some likes. Let's have a quick look at some of these big buys. May has confirmed launch, baby. So pretty excited about that. Let's have a look at this other one here, 6.5 million. Rockets taken off. Yep, kind of cool. What else we got going on here? That's it for the moment. So that's the whale bot. Let's bring up Uniswap liquidity. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart and let's pull that up. That is the 5-minute chart there. 7.65 cents on Hex, and still super cheap, right? Still super cheap. I mean, we rallied all the way to 12.7. So you know, in the last one. So we'll see how we go. What else? Let's go to Uniswap liquidity and have a quick look to see what that looks like at the moment. Bam. Let me just close out some of these other sites. Agway, I think, is around 83. So we're going to close all those. Close that and have a look at Uniswap here. Let's go to liquidity pair. Have a look at liquidity. Pull this up. So there we are, folks. Look at that. Beautiful. So here's our wall, our 5.4 cent wall, still intact. And of course, we did eat into that at some stage. We got down to what, about down into here somewhere. And now we got all the way in. So ahead of us is this big wall of 8 cents all the way through to 10 cents. So this has changed. The structure of this has changed. And we've got 300,000 Hex candles in there now, plus this big giant one here, which is 1.5 million. So there's plenty of volume there if someone wants to buy into that to push us to 10 cents. And we've just started to hit this little tranche here, which 150,000 Hex candles here. And we just hit that now at the moment. So watch the space. We're up at, what price does that say at the moment? 7.6. Yeah, we're at 7.7. We just actually spiked all the way up to 7.7. We're at 7.5 at the moment. We had our first little red candle there on 5 minutes. And let's have a look at some of that trade, that one there. So this trade here, decided to take a bit of profits on the way up. They may regret that, of course. We'll see. That is cool. Let's go have a quick look at Hedron. Hedron at the moment, 2,300. Hedron on the pump, up 21%. I don't know what happened to that big Hex HSI yesterday, but someone got a big deal, I'm sure of it. That looked stupendously good. Yeah, we're just moving up here. So not too bad, up 21%. So look at the HSI auctions just quickly. We'll come back to the Hex in a second. Let's have a look at the auctions here, see what's up for grabs. We've got 2,206 HSIs in the liquidation queue. and we've got only seven with 3 open at the moment, up for grabs. We've got 7 tier shares, 4 tier shares, and 3 tier shares. All got pretty nice discounts on these two. This one here is pretty 70%, so I guess it's still pretty good still. So yeah, $1,100 over $3,900. So not too bad there. That is up for grabs. So cool. We got the Hex daily stats coming out soon. Day 12.55. We'll wait for that, but in the meantime, we'll come back to the Hex price, which is actually rolling up to 7.837 cents up and to the right, and we've got the Supermans going on already. So some pretty crazy stuff right there. Pretty cool. Let's go back to Richard Hart, see if he's got any further updates for us. Just got to keep up the tabs here, but I think it was a pretty good string of updates. So if you missed it, folks, we had some pretty cool stuff happen in the Richard Hart tweets. And let's go back down here to the first one. This was the first one that got everyone going. How's it going out there, everyone? Typically after this, he will normally go, how's everyone feeling now? or something like that. Or now, how's everyone feeling? And or now, something like that. So that was pretty cool. And then we got the big tweets coming out. And of course, this one here, Pulsechain.com, PulseX News. Everything is looking really good. What was once measured in years, then months, then weeks is now measured in days. And of course, you'd only normally do this if you had confidence in your run sheet that you're about to launch. And of course, PulseX.com, Pulsechain.com, mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. So it gave us the perfect run up before the launch. So you guys wanted it, I wanted it, Briz wanted it, Briz had a phone call, and we've got it. So that's all that counts. So pretty cool on that one. So 53 minutes, already 100,000 views on that. But that is kick-ass. That is kick-ass. So nice. Now, I also know that Ivan on Tech and other people like that were pretty bullish. So let's pull up his tweet. And let's go Ivan on Tech. All right, Ivan on Tech here. I'm pretty sure he was out there, one of the big streamers. Pretty excited about Pulsechain. Down here somewhere. He retweeted Bretep's update as well, because Bretep, the Pulsechain dev, said 11 hours ago, Bitcoin holder, the Ethereum fee's too expensive, Pulsechain mainnet launch. And so he retweeted that. And he's pretty excited about it as well. So kind of cool. He posted some other stuff around it as well. I just can't see it here. He retweeted Havita's one for 18 hours ago. So yeah, definitely very excited about Pulsechain. Is he? But there's another tweet that he gets really excited. I can't see it here, but that's pretty cool. All right, Hex at the moment 7.866 cents, heading up towards 8 cents slowly and surely. There we go. 8 cents just got hit. 8.076 cents just got hit, and smash, bang. That's pretty much how we rock and roll here. We don't muck around. We do not muck around. Cryptophile says Hex dominating 1 hour crypto bubbles. Yeah, have I got the crypto bubbles? Crypto bubbles. Do I have that? Yeah, I do. Oh, let's go have a look at that. Bam. Now there's Hex. Woohoo! Look at that. Bam. Look at that. Bam. Look at that thing, man. Hex is in the mix. So yeah, definitely looking good there. We got the woo as well, doing okay. But that is pretty neat there. Hex smashing everybody as well. So kind of cool. That is Hex doing pretty well. And Pepe is down 6.5%. So yeah. Let's have a look at the Pepe one. I was going to do it yesterday and I forgot to do it. Let's have a look at Pepe. Anyway, so this is the thing that was causing, a big contributor to much of the gas prices. Yeah, so let's have a look at the Pepe chart here quickly. Hex at the moment, 8 cents. That is the Pepe one there. And it does feel like it looks like it's found a range here now. Yeah, got a little range, but definitely came down. Now, when it was up here, remember I was up here and I said, this is pretty much done now. And it had this little rise up the top there and down it's come. So that would have saved a lot of people money avoiding that. And I did save some people in DMs because they were going to buy around here. And I said, no, it's come, it's done. It's done to stay. Wait till it comes back into this more consolidation range. And here it is at the moment. But there is questions about the smart contract and things like that too. But cool. That's helped to pull off some gas freeze there. Hex at the moment, fighting around 8 cents. is good old Hex. And of course, we look on the daily. This is the daily chart there. And we're above all the averages now too, which is bullish sign too. So nice. Now we're because we got this big rise here, we may get the 20 EMA moving over the orange line, which is the 50 EMA. That's a bullish cross, right? So that will be bullish too. So look forward to that. So woohoo! But hey, look, we were up at 12.73 cents. So you know we can rally, keep rallying, get some super candles with some super green candles. Let's see where we go. Away. All right. What else there? Now everything you've got on Ethereum is going to get copied over. So if you've got Hex, your Hex stakes will get copied over. Your liquid Hex will get copied over. So you'll have two versions of them at the fork block. Yeah, that's kind of cool. What's that? Crypto Masun is also on Pulsechain and Hex as well. DB Cooper as well. Good to see you. Woo! Good to see you, DB. And of course, 8 cents, bro. That's right, Archie. It's mid-May, lol, says Archie. Another correct Pulsechain prediction, says Archie. Yeah, well, you have to gonna have to join. I think pretty close to where Humberto was. Let's go parabolic, says Brennan. Yes, that's right. I was going to call you Patrick for a second. Patrick. Definitely is awesome. Let's bring in the candles.
Hello, everybody. I've waited a very long time for this day. Candles up for Pulse launch. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that. Light the candles up for Pulse launch. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So pretty cool. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. Bam. And that's a 5-minute chart there. We like 5-minute charts. What else there? Historical times is DB 100%. I'm defiantly not Patrick, says Brennan. Yeah, that's true. That's hilarious. I can't believe I was about to call you Patrick. Dear Superman Pulse soon. Yes, DB. You've got your wish finally after all this time, DB. Finally, after all this time, DB's got his wish. Every day, DB would come in with the old when Pulsechain sir, and we don't do much better than Richard Arts. Mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. In less than 7 days. Is that 1 day? Is that 2 days? Is that 3 days? 4 days? 5 days? 6 days? Or 7 days? Someone always feels like it's going to be potentially somewhere in the middle there. And mid-May still seems like a good theory. We've got the weekend. We've got mid-May. Mid-May, is that 15th or is that the 16th? Because we're 31 days, so you can decide. That's the way it goes. Who is dumping pee poo bumps? I don't know, man. I don't know who's dumping that, but who's buying it? There a lot. It got speculated by so many people. Dreams do come true, says DV. Dreams do come true. Yes. What else there? Charles in the house says this is the beginning of a beautiful bull cycle in cryptoverse revolution. Yeah. It's pretty exciting. And of course, you know, green candles attract a lot of more people. We're up to almost 8.2 cents, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the ruler and have a look at that. We're down all the way at 5.49, and now we're up 49%. 49% up so far today. 49%. Just take that into your head. 49% was pretty cool. Now that's how it rolls. All right. Are you guys having a good time? Are you having a good time? Good time, bro. Let's have a look. Have we got the Hex Daily stats out yet? Yes, we have. Day 1255. We're gonna race through this. Day 1255, the 10th of May. Snapshot at 6.693. So didn't quite get the 8 cents, but good snapshot, up 15%. The payout today, 6.571. So beautiful payout as usual, almost 6.6. And of course, the price is up and the yield is up. You are loving crypto. That's pretty much it. Check out hex.com, folks, in the video description. Hex there just pumped 8.341 cents, folks. Woo! Oh my goodness. And of course, let's get back over 10 cents. Let's get back over 10 cents. What else there? The share rate there, no increase, 27,112, $1,815 on the share price there. Average share length, average mining length is 7.03 years. That's the all-time high. Amazing. The reward APY 39.25% in Hex. Nice. Liquidity there, snapshot at 42.8 million Hex. Not much Hex, as who was saying that in the chat there. 14 more days, not much Hex for sure. And liquidity there, $4.3 million. So we're up, what's it, about $700,000. The snapshot ETH up about 700 ETH. What else? The T-shares down another 2,000. So if you've got T-shares, you're becoming even more special. We're down to 9,963,000. Amazing. It's unbelievable. Really are moving down there. And what else there? Let's see. The lock percentage of coins, 9.4%. Penalties today, 1.7 million. So we've got nice penalties too. And a nice payout. So beautiful. And the price is up. Looking glorious. We've got the holders up 363 holders. Now we should get a lot more holders with all this price going up to the right. This is the liquid holders, 334,273. T-share miners are down 9. That's the net number. So we're down to 120,545. Holders are up 352 to 558,149. That's day 1255. We're on day 1256, and we will soon have 2 reporting chains to report on that will be valuable: Ethereum and, of course, Pulsechain V4. And of course, we're expecting a lot of adoption on Pulsechain V4 for Hex in particular. And of course, we'll get the wealth effect from Pulsechain and PulseX and the incentive token. And yeah, we're going to have awesome. So vertical integration, Pulsechain. We're going to have that. We're going to have PulseX. We're going to have on-ramp, off-ramps with Coast. We're going to have potentially a new wallet with Richard Hart coming up in the future. And what else? We've got Internet Money Wallet, of course. But what else? We got, that's one thing I was going to say. What was it going to say about that? I just skips my mind now what I was going to say about that. The whole point was that was leading up to the main event, but I forgot what it is. But it might come back to me later on. This is how we go. Just getting very, very, very exciting in the old Pulsechain now. We are heading to 10 cents maybe, says Archie. We go to 25 cents and we can sell. Then we get the snapshot, says Briz. Fifth dimensional underwater chess, says Briz. Programmer move. Yeah. Hey, look, we should easily head over 10 cents. That should easily be the case. Just depends. Their T-shares down like clockwork. Much love, says 14 more days, 100% there. Look very, very cool. Let's actually a quick look at the so we're up at what price here? We're up at 8.55 cents there. We've got a high of 8.6 so far, which means that we're up how much today? We're up so far, we're up 55%, 56%. And let's quickly look at liquidity here. Let me refresh this. So this is telling us, this is based on Hex Data Stats, telling us we've got 40.9 million Hex in the pool, which is pretty crazy. One of those pools is, of course, the V3, this one here. Let's have a look at the liquidity on here. And let's see how we're going. Some insane in the membrane. Oh my goodness, look at that. Unbelievable there. 11 points. That's going to be right. What pair is this? No, they can't be. That's not right. Well, they have 8.5. Yeah, what's happened to the price there? I don't know what's happened there. That's all gone muddled. That would be cool if it was like that, but that's weird. All right. The liquidity, hopefully it's going to show up. Oh, what's it showing up there for? Okay, no, that's correct. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. No, that's correct. Man, we've moved all the way up there. Sorry, I was reading the wrong line there. We've moved all the way from up here, down here. And we've moved all the way into the big thing here. Nice. And that's 10 cents at the top. So these are 270,000 X candles, the 10 cents. So looking good. Let's see if we can make it. Can we make it? Can we do the 10, make it 10 cents? We're up 8.6 has been the high, and 8.374 is where we're at the moment. So pretty cool. Roller coaster has begun. Yeah. 4 million liquidity. Unbelievable. Yeah. Let's look at into Hex. Let's look into Hex. Have a look at that. And we've got the Hex bubble there. Look at that. Boom. And let's have a look at liquidity on this one here. This is here. What is it going to say? 52% in Hex. Hex USDC, 52%, 33% in Hex ETH, a little bit in Hex DAI. That's pretty much it. We've got our bids now, 9.8 million in bids, so 60% in bids, 39% in ARS. And what else we got going on there? I think that was kind of it, was it? Yeah, I think so. They used to have the little calculator that's gone now, isn't it? So cool. Yeah, looking good. I think that's a little bit behind, actually, to be honest. Here we are, 8.258 cents, folks. And this is a 15-minute candles. Let's go to 5-minute candles. Bam, that's 5-minute candles. And yeah, we had a little bit of resistance in the last 5 minutes. But let's see how we go from here. Bring on 10 cents, baby, because Pulsechain launch. Perfect. This is a perfect ramp-up time, man. Insane in the membrane. All right. Insane in the game. All right. What else we're doing here? Let's go into that. I might play some of these at the end of the live stream. How are we doing for time? An hour and 6 minutes. Not too bad. I might have to stream again later today. Might have to stream double time today. Might stream again later. How about that? Getting exciting. It's getting exciting. I'll probably do that. Yeah, we'll probably play a couple of those videos. Now, the highest of stakes had something today. Does anyone know what that was? Because I couldn't actually see what they were tweeting about, or at the highest of stakes. Did you guys see that? The highest of stakes put a poll out. Let me know if in the chat there if you have, if you know what that is about. Because yeah, I don't know. So I couldn't see it. So let me know if you've seen the highest of stakes to the poll. And I couldn't see the poll. Then they, yeah, I don't know what that meant. So we're expecting the highest of stakes to be out before the end of Q2, right? So that means we've still got what, 6 weeks ago. So yeah, Bruce says they need more money. Oh, really? Okay. I wonder what the money's for. Is that for the launch, or what? Do they indicate it all, or let us know, Bruce? Hex token stream until 12 cents. Yeah. We're at 8.2 at the moment. I feel that's a decent target, that 12-cent target, but 10 cents first, 10 cents, then we'll go 12 cents. High stake want more money, right? Okay. That's a kind of a surprise to see that, isn't it? But maybe things have just dragged on a little bit there, or maybe they've got a red carpet party to the plan or something like that. I'm not sure. So interesting. We never, who was it? Toby Wan. He never kind of indicated anything about that. Well, of course, he wasn't able to say much, but they did have their producers meeting, remember? And he was pretty upbeat about it also. It's probably good news, but maybe they need some more cash flow. Just the way it goes sometimes. That's all I can say. 8.2 cents or 8.1 cents. We're on the 5-minute chart. It's moving around. It's coming into a little bit of resistance here in the 8 cents. It's coming in a little bit of resistance on the 5-minute. Next minute, 5 minutes. Let's see, we're out to here. 8.3. So what we've got to so far, we've got to a high of 8.6, which is 56.6% up. We're up currently at 49% at 8.2. So we're getting a bit of resistance in here. Let's see. Bring on 10 cents. Now this is just the first outgo. So if we have a little bit of retrace and move up, zigzag up, that's okay. So we'll stay tuned for that. When documentary about the highest of stakes team. Well, not sure. Yeah, well, you know, they've hopefully they've yeah, well, Toby once sort of indicated that it was good news, so we'll see. We want the big streamers, right? So that's key. They had a big backers, remember, Rack and Rochelle, and who was the other big backer? Rack and Rochelle. They got some money from the Hex Gold Bar, was it? And Rack and Rochelle. So that was big money. Was it $1 million each? Something like that, was it? It's a pretty big amount of money. And then what else? Yeah, we haven't seen Rack and Rochelle for a while. But he's obviously intentionally been quiet, probably particularly after a lot of the stuff happened last year, is my guess, with the markets. So yeah. He's waiting for Pulsechain, no doubt, very patiently. being the top boss and all that. What else are we going to do here? Let's have a look at Bretep, see if Bretep's got anything. Anything more from Bretep, the Pulsechain dev. 16 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, we got some more. Cool. We got that. I'm so confident RH estimate that I'm going to be giving out the words to my seed phrase from Pulsechain Sacrifice wallet one by one every day until Main is live. First word, nipples, he says. Colkey's got a raunchy said sense of humor. Noted, I'm writing them on paper, no screenshots, no copy paste, says Bretep. So there we are, a bit of joviality going. Joviality, is that the right word? All right, kind of cool. What else? Let's have a look here. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Bretep's been tweeting quite nicely, quite a bit there. Let's have a refresh here on the Richard Hart and have a quick look at some of the replies. There goes. Richard just posted this, so this was 2 minutes ago. What's this? What's this? We got Hex in here. 34.62%. Looking like a boss there, as the old Hex. So cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is Hex there. 34.62%, but we know it's actually up 56%. It's been up, and now it's fighting in the 8s. Yeah, it's fighting in the 8s to move higher. No reason why I don't see it trying to get to 10, but we'll see. It's early days. Now, Bretep likes Cybertrucks. He's apparently got an order for a Cybertruck, so he's getting one of these things. I just saw them do the. Did they just do the sort of official launch of those? Out of the manufacturing, and he's had one of these, I think, one of these testers, and now he's got one of those. So good stuff, good, well deserved, well deserved there with the Pulsechain devs. 8.3 cents, man. Bring on 10 cents. Come on, where's the big whales? Where's the big whales? Let's go. Machiavelli's got the rockets, 100%. That's the sentiment. Let's go up and to the right. And Summer's in there too with the emojis, looking good. Looking good. I need the sound effects. 8.1 cents on Hex at the moment. Chilling it with the homies. I don't know where that came from, but that's just what it does. Chilling with the homies. Bretep deserves the Cybertruck, says Rob Online. 100%. Well said. He does indeed. It's pretty impressive if you think about it. Let's go to the daily and have a look at the daily chart. That is, let's do the logs. That is the daily chart there, folks. Looking nice. So what would 10 cents? 10 cents would be around about here. So yeah, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Some green candles. Yeah, what was I going to say about this? We're going to do the overlays. And I might get rid of the Fibonacci, because the Fibonacci would suggest that we might get to 8.6 cents, which we already did. We already did that on the Fibonacci. The next one would be 10 cents pretty much. So let's see how we go. But what I want to point out was that this is how long it's been since the actual ETH proof of stake fork, which was only on the 15th there. And here we are up to this. So let's say it's mid-May. That'd be 241 days since the ETH proof of stake fork, which is pretty good, right? It's a pretty good time frame. So that was at 7. That's 8 months. 8 months. So that'd be 8 months since the fork there, which is pretty good timing if you think about it, because you've got all the execution clients and you've got everything running up and the scripts in between. And so it's kind of cool. Very, very neat there. And we're bouncing off the resistance as well from the Hex all-time chart there, which is pretty cool. Look at that. I mean, that's a pretty nice, that's our resistance, and we're bouncing off that at the moment, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, let's pretty much get rid of all that and go back to the 5-minute chart where we belong. 5-minute chart where we belong. 8% at the moment. So yeah, getting some resistance in the 8 cent mark. Let's get a little bounce off and up to 10 cents, and let's start to really party. Let's start to really party here on the old Hex. Hex. How much here? Let's do a refresh. We've got 45 million in liquidity. It's gone back up there a little bit there. Nice there. And I was going to pull up the market cap, but the market cap keeps moving around. Summer says, I'm so excited. Me too. Ah! We're excited. We're definitely excited there. Groot's in the house as well. Woo! Good to see you, Groot. Yeah, boy. Yeah, get excited for sure. All right. What else? Let's.
If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
All right, 100%. No Hex there at the moment. It's fighting in the 8s as it is Hex, 7.2 cents. Yes, Charles, many husbands will be forgiven for their sacrifices. We've got Grandad in the house as well. Hey, Grandad, good to see you. Huge shout out to Wally and was it Darlin there? Darlin. My wife, C-March. Yes, C-March says that too. Good to see us chat in the C-March in the chat there, C-March. It's been the first time I think I've seen you in there, so it's nice to see some new faces, as it were, in the chat there. Hex at 8.137 cents. We're up to 1 hour and 70 minutes on the live. What I might do is I might wrap up here, and I may very well do a second live stream later on today once some of the other YouTubers have gone. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Catch me for then. We'll probably do a second live stream today. We'll see how we get on. Definitely mine, says Charles. Yeah. You will be forgiven, Charles, I'm sure. I dropped a lot on the sacrifice. Thank God, said C-Match. Well done, man. Well done to you. It's going to be life-changing, I'm sure. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you potentially later on today. We might very well do a second live stream, so stay tuned for that. It's always good to hang out, share the same journey. I'm going to have some lunch now, though. And I think I've got one or two other things to do as well. So take care out there, everybody. Congratulations. And let's finish on this. Richard Hart's tweet of the day. Pulsechain and Pulsex mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. And the market likes it. Is the market just warming up? We will see. It's going to be fun. 14th of May launch. There's 14 more days. Nice one. Sunday. Yeah, it's a good target, actually. Never tell your wife about your crypto bags, lol, says Rango. That's another good piece of advice, potentially. I don't know. You can decide. Yes, please, says Summer. Hey, Summer, we'll look forward to doing that. And Greg says, off to make bank, says Greg. Nice one there, Greg. Congratulations. And Archie as well. Cheers. Hey, you're welcome. And Gentleman says, Bugger, I went to buy more Hex this morning at 5.8 cents. Missed it, says Gentleman. Hey, that happens sometimes. And Excellent choice in the house as well. Cool stuff. All right, take care, everybody. I'm going to play out a few little videos on the way out, and I may very well see you later today. And once again, congratulations. You guys are all here early. By the way, you're all here early for Pulsechain. So congratulations to just being here early. And that will be of great kudos later on. Where else? We're going to finish here. What am I playing here? This one. I'll play this one. All right, take care. Peace out, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you guys later. See you in Discord. The link is in the video description. Take care. Bye for now.
Can I ask you one, or can I say one thing just before that next super chat? Talking about the Pulsechain stuff as well. Just one thing I wanted to add to that is a lot of people in crypto kind of get triggered by this a little bit, right? Which is I think, and we think, right, that Pulsechain is pretty much one of the best opportunities out there right now for anybody who's absolutely brand new to crypto.
Right. Okay.
Now, I guess there's two ways to look at that, right? Why do people get triggered in crypto about that, right? And then why is that opportunity actually there, right? So in crypto, right, I mean, Hex Jesus here, we had Richard Hart on the show a while back with you guys, and he just kind of, like Trump, right? He's the divisive figure and people go one way or the other, right? In crypto. So there's a lot of people in crypto that anything related towards Hex, they're just like, I'm not going to touch it, blah, 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 right? Because they don't understand it. They haven't taken the time to look into it. They basically take the media, the crypto media that distorts that project from the very beginning. There's a lot of gatekeeping that's been going on there. And a lot of people have made a ton of money on that project, right? And so that opportunity is something like, okay, we want to make money, right? We're here to make money. So if that has done a 10,000x in the past, you probably want to be a part of that ecosystem, right? Now you got guys like Ivan on Tech, BitBoy, and a few other large crypto channels, which are like, okay, we don't care what the crowd thinks. We see the money opportunity here with Hex and Pulsechain, and we're going to take it. So that's the side where you can kind of, I would say, once you've done enough research, watch both of our channels when we talk about Hex and stuff, you'll understand why we like it, right? And then on the other side of the coin, in terms of why Pulsechain is one of the best opportunities for new people, it's a fair launch, right? It's coming out where everybody is on an equal playing field from people who have a lot of money, the whales in the market. I think the largest whale in the Pulse ecosystem, what did he sacrifice for Pulse? Like $30 million?
Plus, yeah, it was a lot. I mean, there was like $2 billion, like in terms of money since the projects, there was over $2 billion sacrifice into both projects.
And he had to sacrifice or get into the project the same way as everybody else, which is a fair launch. A lot of projects in crypto, they do these things called seed and pre-seed or ICOs, right? Where they're basically like, okay, all of our friends and family, right? We'll get you guys in right away. And then the other people will get in on the seed. We'll be pre-seed. Somebody else will be seed, right? And then we'll have public round and then we'll do launch, right? So there's all these layers of people who have advantages, right? Whereas with Pulsechain, everybody's on the same level playing field. So that's great. And then, I mean, Richard Hart is pretty much one of the best tokenomics creators in the crypto space. And so when he says he's built a coin to do a 10,000x, I didn't believe it at first. I thought this was crazy, but then we saw it in the last bull market. It actually happened, right? So we have very strong conviction that he'll be able to do the same thing with Pulsechain. And so we're going in this course, right? There's a very good chance that Pulsechain could launch during the course itself. And so we're going to basically be helping people who are brand new to that, who might not be able to understand it right away, to get in very smoothly in a DeFi native manner where you hold your own coins. But then we also make sure that that's a portion of your portfolio, right? But you have the other stuff like Ethereum and Bitcoin and your other stuff that's safe. So we want to make sure that to balance it, because of course it is a risk getting into anything that's brand new. But at the same time, with no risk, there's no reward. So you just have to, understand that for yourself. And we try to teach people about that opportunity in a non-emotional way, because too many people out here in the crypto space, I think, are just, I don't like that guy, so I'm not going to get into the project. Everybody liked Alex Mashinsky, right? What did he do? He fucking stole everybody's money, and he basically did it in a way that he got away with it. It's really fucked up. So, Richard Hart has been out here actually helping people to avoid those things, avoid custody by other people. Self-custody is the main way to do it in crypto, and we teach that DeFi native strategy.
So
here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
Light the candles up for Pulse launch. That's a good idea.